What's up, you guys? Welcome back to this channel. And I know a lot of you guys, it's been going on because it's been happening with Hollywood, and we hadn't been covered about what's going on with behind the scenes with Hollywood, with Warner Brothers, Netflix, and Paramount. And the last video that I did is Paramount versus Netflix, and I personally wanted Paramount to win. And they've been trying to do several times, and we're about to get to the topic, to the article. Then I'm going to start reading it. Warner Brothers rejects Paramount's takeover bets, backs Netflix deals. Warner Brothers Discovery's board has made it persistence clear of competitors' bids for the company, but Paramount said it's not giving up, meaning the bidding wars is still going, and it's not official who is going to buy Warner Brothers. Not this small piece, but a whole bunch. That means full control of the franchise, like IPs, central streaming services, games, franchise, DC Comics, everything. Like, they wanted full control of that, how things turn out. And I wanted to talk about what's going on behind the scenes and what my thoughts are. And it angers me that Warner Bros. Been rejected me, because Paramount should have had it, from my honest opinion, and they would have treated the companies really it should be to themselves and the fans as we want it than the CEO. And I said this on the last video. He's the main reason that they've been rejected twice, because they've been attached, and I heard a lot of rumors that the CEO of Warner Bros. Has been attached to Netflix, and I personally 100% against this. And I know how Paramount feels, because we've been spoke about this, what's going on behind the scenes with Hollywood nowadays, and people against Netflix too, sometimes against this. And I understand that sometimes they had different degrees, that they had swings of good shows and bad shows, the ups and downs, that some people make some good points of that. But for Netflix, I still 90 to 100% against that idea, because other day when I was joining over there, Disney Dino Channel, my friends, Money Year's Friends channel the other day, about Saturday, a few days ago. And I've been telling her about what's going on about Netflix buying Warner Brothers, and it's really irritates people very much. They don't like the idea. And again, I know how you guys feel about it. I don't like it either, because I don't understand why Dave Sniper is coming with bad decisions to pick Tuesday instead of that. Because 3 months ago, when Paramount said they're going to buy Warner Brothers, full control of that, so they could treat the IPs and get the fans when they want it so much better than that. All because of him, that he been rejected the Paramount. That's why they got business, and they're still going to fight for that, because that means they're not giving up just yet. It hasn't been official who is going to buy it yet. It hasn't been processed by the DOJ and FTC and administrator to decide to choose which company was the winner of the final round. And it's not even over that recordedly. It is still going. The bidding war is still going, and the deals haven't been closed or won't be closed until next year in 2028. And that's when the people who's in charge of this, or the DOJ and FTC, will decide what company will decide to pick. And what I mean about it, I mean the people who decided who take over control, who will buy WB. I know a lot of you people have been asking why Warner Brothers then rejected Paramount. And I know the reason why. Because the CEO wanted to make an excuse and make up lies that Paramount was accusing them. And that's all not a lie they told, because we all know, and that's a lie, because that you did a lot of people dirty that they really expect to see the upcoming movies and TV shows. He did a lot of people dirty by claiming videos that they can't react to it or don't allow to react to the upcoming movies that people really excited to reveal how they want to talk about their own opinion, something like that. And also, you fired the Beast Boy for Teen Titans, and you did a lot of people dirty that. Not only that, that you're trying to pick certain people that is not really fair. Just like sometimes magnets, you wanted to claim into people because they don't have enough money to it, and you're gonna make things worse. And I really personally know why they're trying to do it, and we know all their secrets. And this is not only that, but they wanted to push agendas too. And people don't like the ideas that they're trying to. We all been spoken about Hollywood with movies and TV shows that we all grew up watching on, and it's really not fair that they should have rejected them in the first place. I still say that they should have accepted the deal from Paramount to buy them out. So, because again, if you guys don't know the history of between these two companies, Warner Brothers and Paramount been worked together for a long time, and I'll say 40 years since 1980. This new CEO wasn't even there when those two companies worked together at the time. It was somebody else way before him came along. Even at that, Paramount and Warner Bros. Been collaborating movies and TV shows for 4 decades since then. And they had a right to merge up Warner Brothers too, to be honest with you, for my honest opinion. Because it's been reunited between these two companies when it comes to Warner Brothers and Paramount working together. Not only that, but Paramount is buying them out. And I really wanted them to win this deal against Netflix, because at the same time, when it comes to the friends of like Looney Tunes, Tom and Jerry, Scooby-Doo, Harry Potter, Superman, Batman, and other franchises that people who grow up watching on, including me. Not only that, going into theaters and DVDs, and also physical media. That's also part of that too. That have the experience too, because I still have friends that still go out to the theaters, and it's not no wonder. You can't get with the theaters that has been quitting in the first place. And I heard something about Paramount is making more than dirty theaters they're going to release on. And honestly, I'm glad they do, because to be honest, the difference of Netflix on the other hand, sometimes they had degrees of bad, good readers and ups and downs that so many fans and so many people make good points of. But the theaters on the other hand, Censor, they sometimes release, or will be released, still release of small pieces of theater that, sometimes no one wants to be on it. Sometimes they want to see in the movie. But at the same time, I don't want the sentiment of the movie theaters that people who go out experiments and going in there and seeing the big screens or that gone. Because people will be furious, and I know it's causing chaos in Hollywood and movie industry. It's going to ruin everything that became created in the first place. And I know a lot of you feel it, but at the same time, my opinion, it's going to ruin the industry that became in the first place. And the games too, I don't want them to buy that by Paramount, because people been playing with consoles for decades since then. And they prefer in the consoles than the phones too, because we grew up with when games used to be played back in the day, PS2, Xbox, and you don't have to worry about paying that. You just unlock the characters by being this game, weapons and stuff. But now you still have to pay to unlock the character and to play the descriptions or something like that, and that's people doesn't like that idea from Netflix buying it, and I gotta agree with them, to be honest, because, and I've been saying it on the last view, Netflix is not going to be making promises. understand that certain parts companies will buy them and put it on it, man. But the point is for Netflix, they're going to ruin this industry by taking away the media, physical media, because they don't really care about physical media, and that's the facts. Some of these people make out the truth of that, and I did not notice it until I looked at this few people's video about it. Like, they used to sell DVDs back in the day when they first started, and then they start streaming it, and they were so good. And then certainly they got really worse with this pushes off vote agendas that I heard, and it turned out to be disgusting. And people were not happy about it, and I don't blame them for my opinion. I also is not happy too when it comes to the reboot and certain new TV shows that you push woke agendas like that. And we so sick and tired of the politics, and we don't need politics and stuff in Hollywood movies on that. Like I said it multiple times, no politics in the movie industry. And I said it like few swings of the times. And it still keeps doing it with this politics stuff in this movie industry. And it's very disappointing right now. It angers me, not only for me, it angers a lot of us and half of the people in this whole world. And then again, tired of the wokeness of politics and stuff in this movie industry. It shouldn't be in the first place. All we wanted is a good quality of this movie to be safe. Not only that, the IPs, the video games, we want it to be safe. And I said it before in the last thing. We want it to be safe. The reason why I said it, we want it to be safe, because we don't want the stuff badly happen to them to be ruined by kids and forcing people for stuff. That's never going to happen. And I really doesn't like it, from my honest opinion. That's why I'm 100% against that. But when you're trying to attach to that, you're going to make things worse that people cannot afford, so you could get discriminants, and they're not going to make any puns. They want to be so greedy and make some more money, and that's a lie. Everything that the CEO trying to do, it's a lie. They just want to make us wise for people believe, and I don't trust the CEO of Warner Brothers, and I'm blaming on David Smuggler for reject Paramount from not taking a deal from beginning when they first offer you a money for to buy Warner Brothers, and it's actually his fault, not Paramount, but Dave Sniper for making his dumb decisions, for running his mistakes off of common sense instead of him realize that everything that he done. Not only that, he been trying to do some crazy stuff because he doesn't know how to run this company really professional and reasonable. Because he doesn't know learn of common sense for his mistakes that he realized that he make mistakes as well and don't know how to do for when to make the bad decisions. And my honest thoughts about this, all because of Dave Sniper, and he's the main reason is a villain that doesn't know how to write things to trust somebody instead of him realize that now. And Paramount deserted more because they've been working together for a long time. Paramount and Warner Bros. Been working together for 40 years, and from this day. And I think Paramount should got the deal from Warner Bros. To bought the person to buy the company to hold full control of that, so they could treat the IPs, social media, physical media, to save Hollywood lives, and especially Warner Bros. Companies too, more than Netflix, for my opinion. And again, the deal is not even over yet. It's just for the second round too. So the final round, they're still doing on bidding war, meaning who's going to take full control of Warner Brothers. Means they're going to buy everything, including the companies too, studios too, of Warner Brothers. So it has to be a daughter of Justice Department, the federal, and also the administrators too, because they're in charge there, and they had to decide whose companies will buy Warner's to have or bought Warner Bros. That's the way it was, the way it is. So at the end of the day, I just want the movie industry, the physical media, streaming service, IPs, and the games, the video games that people plan on to be safe. I want all this stuff to be in good hands because in my honest opinion, we all wanted Paramount to win this because the deal is not done till 2026 of the beginning of the year on the 8th of January to see who's going to person that, who's winning the bidding war. So again, I really was hoping that Paramount will win because we all voted. 96% of the people, a lot of people in the comments below voted Paramount to win. And we hoping that Paramount wins the deal. That means full control. And I think Warner Brothers should learn their mistakes. They should have never done rejected Paramount twice, my honest opinion. And I blame on David Snyder for that. So let me know you guys feel about this. If you guys are joining this, please subscribe it to me. Don't forget to put a like to it and leave in the comments below. I want to shout out to everybody. The reason, guys, you're the greatest because you support my channel. Not only that, you support my here's content on the community. So yeah. And in case you guys of another video later on of the next video. So, cause you guys lay it on.